it seems like the Dar has, like, as far as like Imam Mahdi, yeah, and the leaders of the Dar had a very strong stance of, sticking to the Quran and Sunnah, not being influenced by outsiders, and like denying money. People, so you got Saudi throwing money in the face, like, yeah, we don't need that. We don't want anybody to have control of us. And then how does it get to the point where like control is given to Mubarak Gilani? So like, can you take us to like that whole scenario?
Yeah, but like I said, that was interesting because in 1983, those of us that was a part of the Amin had been summoned to Jersey City, New Jersey. And at that meeting that we were invited to, we were introduced to Gilani. And we were exposed to one of his halakas. And it was at that point that it became very obviously clear that Gilani had won some people over.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't one of them. I walked away from it. I told the wazir of Amin, I said, listen, I left the Christian church because I wasn't about hooping and hollering.
Yeah.
And I saw nothing of this in the Sunnah. But I didn't stop there. When he started laying down his concepts of Aqeedah, I found total objection to. Like his proclaiming that he visited the court of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I was like, well, okay, this is strange to me. His lineage. So I couldn't find anything by way of the Sunnah about the court. So that was a strike. His lineage was ruled out because, again, we had myself and my companion, Shamsuddin Abdul Hakim, Rahimullah, who's now deceased. We had met Maulana Nurani. Maulana Nurani was the son of Muhammad Abdul Alim Siddiqui, who was the Amir of the Qadri order in Pakistan. So when we started discussing different things, it was like, we don't know who this guy is. He's nobody here.
Wow.
All right. So it was like, okay, we got another strike. Another thing was him receiving direct commands from Rasulullah alayhi salam. Like another strike. He had another point, and this is all part of the Aqeedah. He had another point that he had Ilmul Ghaib. He had knowledge of the unseen. And this was another strike.
Yeah.
So all these things started mounting up, and it was like, no. I'm not moving with this. I'm not going to be a part of this. There's no founding of it. And one of the points I brought up, I said, listen, for the sake of argument, if you're telling me that if I don't accept him visiting the court of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and receiving direct commands, that renders me a kafir, then there's got to be something in the Sahih Sittah that's going to substantiate him going to this court and getting these directions, and it's going to justify his having knowledge of the unseen. When there was no proof of that, it put it very clearly for me, okay, this is the parting between thee and me. I'm not a part of that, and I'm never going to be a part of that. And that's where we parted ways.